Imagine walking into your home and being welcomed by the scent of pine, the glow of fairy lights, and a warmth that feels straight out of a Christmas fairy tale. In this video, I'll show you how even the smallest corners of your house can be transformed into stunning holiday decorations, simple, beautiful, and budget-friendly. You'll discover ideas for the living room, kitchen, dining table, staircase, yard, and even easy DIY tricks that bring a unique personal touch. But the most breathtaking transformation is waiting near the end. One detail that changes everything and makes your home feel like pure holiday magic. Stay with me until the very last moment. You won't want to miss it. The heart of every home during the holidays is the living room. It's the place where loved ones gather, where laughter fills the air, and where the spirit of Christmas begins. To bring instant warmth to the space, just a few thoughtful touches are enough. Picture a soft sofa adorned with pillows featuring winter patterns and a cozy throw blanket inviting everyone to settle in. On the coffee table, glass vases filled with evergreen branches and golden candle holders with glowing flames create a warm, welcoming mood that feels truly magical. For the living room to shine with true holiday cheer, add strands of warm fairy lights. They can frame the windows or rest along a mantel, casting a soft, enchanting glow across the room. Depending on your style, the atmosphere can transform completely. The timeless red and gold palette fills the room with tradition. A white and silver scheme brings a modern frosty elegance, while vibrant multicolored ornaments set a playful, family-friendly tone. Your choice tells the story you want your space to share. And once the living room comes alive, the desire to spread that magic throughout the rest of the home becomes irresistible. If the living room sets the mood, the kitchen fills it with aromas and flavors. This is where the holiday magic takes on a different form, where even a simple mug of hot cocoa can become part of the decor when placed on a tray with cinnamon sticks and tiny ornaments. The kitchen doesn't need to be overwhelmed with decorations. Just a few accents make a world of difference. Tea towels with festive patterns, spice jars topped with decorative lids, or mugs with cheerful holiday designs. Open shelves can easily be styled with miniature potted trees, garlands of evergreen branches, or small ornaments hung delicately. For the table, a centerpiece with pomegranates, oranges, and pine cones creates not only a visual highlight, but also a natural fragrance that feels unmistakably festive. And if you sprinkle in a touch of sweetness, gingerbread houses, jars of cookies decorated with icing, or glass containers filled with colorful candies, the kitchen transforms into a Christmas fairy tale corner. Every detail breathes warmth and anticipation, turning everyday moments into true holiday magic. The holiday table becomes the true centerpiece of the season, where comfort, food, and beauty come together. Here, the smallest details can turn a simple dinner into a memorable celebration. Textiles set the foundation. A neutral-tone tablecloth creates a soft backdrop, while napkins with festive rings act as delicate accents that elevate the overall look. Down the middle, a runner made of evergreen branches, pine cones, and candles creates the feel of a natural winter arrangement. Tableware plays just as important a role. White ceramic plates paired with golden cutlery look both festive and modern, while glasses with subtle patterns add a touch of refinement. For the centerpiece, choose one striking arrangement: tall candles in metallic holders or a clear vase filled with ornaments and a twinkling string of lights. With just these touches, the dining table transforms into a decorative highlight in itself. When every detail is considered, guests feel as if they are not simply at home, but sitting down to a festive dinner in an elegant restaurant. And that atmosphere naturally flows beyond the table, along the very path that leads to it. From the very first steps inside, the holiday spirit should be unmistakable. Staircases and entryways become a passage into a fairy tale. The railings of a staircase can be wrapped in garlands of evergreen branches, intertwined with ribbons, or dotted with small ornaments. By evening, the scene truly comes alive with the addition of soft lights, tiny lanterns, or strings of fairy lights that shimmer and invite you to climb upward. In the entryway, just a few striking accents are enough to set the mood instantly. A wreath on the door introduces the festive theme, a doormat with a winter pattern adds charm, and scented candles on a console greet guests with warmth and the fragrance of Christmas. Even a simple arrangement of branches in a vase or a basket filled with pine cones can create the feeling that you've stepped not just into a house, but into a space where celebration fills the air. This kind of decor whispers, "Welcome to wonder," and naturally leads the eye to the next chapter, how the festive spirit extends beyond the walls of the home. Once the inside of the home is filled with festive charm, it's time to bring that magic outside. The facade and yard are the very first scenes that greet not only your family and guests, but also passers-by, and they set the stage for what lies within. Here, you can afford to be a little more theatrical because outdoors is where the first impression is made. Lighting is the best place to begin. Delicate strings of lights framing the windows make the house glow like a lantern in the winter night. Add soft illumination along the roofline or outline the architectural details with twinkling lights, and suddenly the facade transforms into a festive stage, inviting everyone to pause and admire. The yard, too, can become a wonderland. Illuminated deer, snowmen, or stars create the feeling of a magical park. Low pathway lights guide visitors toward the entrance, glowing like tiny stars beneath their feet. Trees adorned with oversized ornaments or shimmering garlands add a captivating sparkle, while even a modest balcony or terrace can turn into a showpiece with pine branches, lanterns holding candles, and cozy blankets draped over chairs. Excess isn't necessary. Sometimes just a few intentional highlights are enough. A single striking light installation on the wall or a large wreath on the gate can create the impression of a perfectly designed outdoor space rather than a chaotic mix of decorations. And above all, light is what makes the magic happen. It can turn even the smallest house into a glowing Christmas card. When the outdoors sparkles and glows, it feels as though the holiday spirit extends beyond the walls of the home, spilling out into the entire neighborhood. And to make this feeling even more personal and memorable, it's time to add something crafted with your own hands. True holiday magic often lies in the smallest details made by hand. These DIY decorations are more than just a way to save money. They add a personal touch that makes your home unique and filled with warmth. They carry a story, a sense of care, and an individuality that no store-bought ornament can replace. You can start with something simple, paper garlands shaped like stars, snowflakes, or Christmas trees. They're easy to cut out with children and then hang on walls or windows. These not only brighten up the room, but also create lasting memories. Another cozy idea is candle jars. Take a glass container, wrap it with ribbon or twine, place evergreen sprigs inside, and add a candle. Once lit, these homemade lanterns glow softly, filling the room with a warm, welcoming light. Natural materials are also your best ally. Pine cones, nuts, and twigs can all be transformed into elegant decor. Pine cones sprayed in silver or gold paint can serve as ornaments for the tree or the dining table. Branches in a vase decorated with tiny baubles create a charming miniature arrangement. Even gift wrapping can become part of the decor. Simple craft paper tied with ribbons and adorned with a small pine sprig looks just as stylish as designer packaging. These DIY touches prove that the holidays are less about expenses and more about imagination and attention to detail. When your home is filled with handmade creations, it radiates warmth and sincerity, weaving together into one harmonious story where every corner breathes the spirit of Christmas. And now comes the moment when all the pieces come together into one grand festive picture. The living room glows with warm fairy lights, the kitchen is filled with the aroma of baked goods and spices, and the dining table is dressed as though prepared for a royal feast. The staircase and entryway greet with warmth, while the yard sparkles with lights like a winter postcard brought to life. Added to this are the handmade details that give the home a unique, heartfelt charm, proof that true magic often lies in the simplest touches. Every space unfolds gradually, each item playing its role in the story. Nothing feels random, everything contributes to one goal, creating an atmosphere that invites you to linger, smile, and feel at home. The celebration is no longer confined to a tree in the corner or a wreath on the door. It extends into every corner, filling the entire home with life and light. And perhaps the most important part is the feeling that remains inside. Because when the home is transformed, so is the spirit of everyone in it. Every candle, every string of lights, every little DIY piece is more than just decoration. It's a symbol of our willingness to create joy for ourselves and those we love. That is how the true magic of Christmas is born, step by step, room by room, detail by detail, until the whole house becomes a place where wonder feels real. Thank you for joining me on this Christmas journey. If you enjoyed these ideas, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss new uploads. And let me know in the comments, which part of your home do you decorate first?